The world of Bitcoin is changing. Since May this year, China has begun a crackdown on Bitcoin mining in the country. As a result, thousands of mining pools in China have shut down. Is Bitcoin starting to crumble now? Actually not, and it might even be good news for everyone. Tune in to find out more. This viral video from Chinese social media showed scenes of Bitcoin miners shutting down their operations following the government's crypto crackdown. It was a disaster for many Chinese Bitcoin miners who are now scrambling to get out of China, and we call this the Great Mining Migration. So if you're not familiar yet, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are powered by blockchain technology, a large decentralized database. To oversimplify, it's like a giant Excel sheet that never ends. You can't edit the information, but you can add more and more sheets as you wish. The file is not stored in your computer, but in millions of computers around the world. That said, blockchain technology is not centralized, so it has to rely on all these computers to run the whole system. In exchange for their computing power, computers are given the chance to enter a competition where they solve a complex mathematical problem. Every time a computer solves the puzzle correctly, a reward is given in the form of Bitcoin. And this is what mining in the cryptocurrency world means. In its early days, one can mine Bitcoin using any home computer. But because the supply of Bitcoin is capped to only 21 million coins, the mathematical problems have become harder and harder to solve. To date, almost 19 million coins have been mined. Bitcoin mining now demands more computer power, which in turn needs more electricity. And China was a perfect place for large-scale Bitcoin mining. China is the world's capital for manufacturing. It is so easy to build and assemble any kind of gadget in China, including these highly specialized crypto computers called miners. On top of that, China also has cheap energy costs. But China is losing all these advantages due to the crackdown.
As Chinese officials are ordering a shutdown of crypto mining in several regions of the country, effectively closing more than 90% of its Bitcoin mining capacity.
And it's no longer the world's top crypto mining country. It's the beginning of a new chapter for Bitcoin. Blockchain by nature is decentralized. It doesn't have a central authority powerful enough to control the whole system. When more and more mining happens in just one place or just one country, it makes the whole system vulnerable. And we already saw that happening. For instance, before the Great Mining Migration, it is estimated that at least 65% of all Bitcoin mining happens in China. When the shutdowns began, the price of Bitcoin went from $60,000 per coin to around $30,000 in just a couple of weeks. Of course, there were many other factors, but it is undeniable that the Chinese crackdown had an effect. So with this change, other countries are now given the chance to participate in the growing crypto industry. And you see it in the most unexpected places. One of them is Kazakhstan. And yes, this mental image of Kazakhstan is so outdated. Because of the Great Mining Migration, Kazakhstan is now the third in the world in terms of crypto mining.
Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
Another good effect of the Great Migration is the reduction of Bitcoin's carbon footprint. Aside from Sichuan province, which mainly relies on hydroelectric power, most Bitcoin miners operated in the Chinese provinces of Xinjiang, Inner Mongolia, and Yunnan, which heavily depend on coal power plants. With the Great Migration, miners are expected to move to countries where energy sources are more diverse and environmentally friendly. The demand for crypto mining may actually encourage countries to embrace green energy and attract environmentally conscious miners. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. This is what happened to the crypto industry after the Great Mining Migration. And that is something we should be curious about. The Chinese have fallen prey to many crypto scams, and it is one of the reasons why the Chinese government is vocal against Bitcoin. A couple of years ago, more than $500 million were earned in China by OneCoin, one of the greatest cryptocurrency scams in history. If you are curious, check out the previous video to learn more about the OneCoin drama. This is Curioustan, a channel where we talk about technology, culture, history, and everything that sparks our curiosity. This month, we're digging deep into all things crypto. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out on our curious connections.